morning, fellas. Craig, Phil, and Brian. And
Good
fellow,
to see you too, buddy.
I'm Buffalo Jack, and good morning also to the Peekskill followers. This is our second episode from the Peekskill Brewery.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's another beautiful day outside.
That's right. Good Sunday morning, Phil. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Jack. How are you? And I think before we even go any further, talking about Sunday, I think we really need to review what happened on Thursday with that Jet and Broncos game.
Oh,
Craig.
I could wait like 45 minutes on this. I mean, at least just on this game alone. That was just okay. Obviously, the Jets lost. 30s. Who cares? They lost.
37-28.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And a couple glaring things out of that. It was one of those, like, during the week, everyone's like, oh, we're going to see how well Gase can do against 0-3 Adam Gase. Yeah, the Broncos, who were starting a practice squad quarterback. They're riddled with injuries. So, hey, this is the one chance for the Jets to actually get a win so far, because the next, I don't even want to look at the rest of the schedule coming down. There's Mahomes on it. There's Cam Newton twice. There's Josh Allen again. Forget it. Brett Rippon. He's got the pedigree. His uncle was a Redskins MVP quarterback.
Matt?
Super Bowl, Mark Rippon.
Mark Rippon,
Yeah. But first thing that pops out, Adam Gase should not be a head coach in the NFL. I mean, plain and simple. They call him, the owner, Chris Johnson, called him like a brilliant offensive mind. I was like, why? Because Peyton Manning said he was?
The guy that has Greg Williams on it.
Yeah. I mean, he calls plays. There's zero, I don't think Sam Darnold has called an audible in his career. I've never seen it happen. It's just you run the play I call. There's no motion. There's no creativity. It's 2020. You need to be creative.
Right.
So my first reaction, it's normally an overreaction. After that game, I was like, get rid of this clown. But I had a couple days to sit on it. It doesn't work that way, you know. Like firing a head coach midway through the season, or not even a quarter way through the season, isn't going to help anybody. The Jets still aren't going to win. Like it's proven, the stats. I won't bore you with the numbers, but the NFL teams that replace their head coach, you know, during the season, they have like a 40% win percentage. It's not like the NHL or baseball or basketball where they can spark a team and get them to the playoffs.
What about the fact that they left that quarterback to continue dying in the field?
Oh, I mean,
What is it, AC joint sprain?
AC joint sprain. He might. They don't know, but he toughed it out. So I'm guessing they injected him with something.
Well, but
right?
what's wrong with Flacco? Like, I mean, he's not great, but
he came in, completed 2 passes. They put Darnold, and he gets sacked right away. I was like,
yeah, right.
What are you going to sprain your left shoulder?
Good choice.
Oh God.
But you know,
6 personal fouls.
Well, that's disturbing too. Greg Williams, he's Bounty Gate, if you guys remember from New Orleans Saints days. There were 6 personal fouls in this game. 6 personal fouls. 2 of them extended the drive and basically gave Denver the win. Denver was trying to give them the ball. There's no discipline, and that's.
So why does he survive? Why is Adam Gase and Greg Williams? Why do they still have jobs?
Because Christopher Johnson is too nice, the owner, and he's not Jerry Jones, but the GM and the coach report to him.
Right.
Let the GM and the football guys make the football decisions. Like
they should.
This guy doesn't. Yeah. This guy's he's just a nice guy. He's like, oh, I got a football team.
This is great. Right? It's fun. So who would take over his spot if they got rid of him?
It would be Greg Williams.
You think it would be Greg Williams?
Because he did it with the Browns a couple of years ago. Had some success.
And he had a good success.
Right.
But he was still a piece of shit.
Hey, conspiracy theory. I think they're trying to sabotage Gase, get him out. But I don't want that. Right. At the end of the season, I want that playbook and Gase's stench out of one Jets drive, out of the facility. Sam Darnold's going to have to start over again because I think he's a great player, can be a great player in this league. The guy makes plays. I don't want Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. We're just going to ruin the kid. You know, just stay in school. If the Jets have the number 1 pick, do what Peyton Manning did and stay in school.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know.
I mean, that number 1 pick's a big fight right now. There's a lot of trashy teams out there.
Yeah.
But
I think some of them were in my lock category this week.
You know what, though?
Matter of fact, I'm sure
the Jets' defense actually had some highlight, you know?
Yeah.
They played well.
Well, that's the thing. And I said all week, I was like, Greg Williams, this guy, throw the kitchen sink at this kid. He is just, he's a newbie. They didn't start blitzing until they were down by 10 points. And, what happened? They got sacked. They got 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm. And then they abandoned.
I don't know why. He just picked them apart. It was like Tom Brady. I was like, I'm having flashbacks. But I could just sum it up in 5 words. My relationship
Yeah.
with the New York Jets.
Yeah. But thanks for talking me into
Yeah.
taking the Jets defense
Yeah, well, that
against
happened.
Phil this
Well,
week.
I have to actually thank you for that. So I owe you
Yeah.
a drink, Craig, actually, because I'm
Speaking
playing
of-
this man in fantasy this week.
Like I was saying, the 5 words that I could sum it up, my relationship with New York Jets is this team makes me drink.
Cheers.
And on
To
that
that,
note,
to that, cheers.
All right, so talking about, we're on the subject of the NFL. What are we looking at locks and picks this week?
Oh boy, some lots of picks this week. I'm going to take the first one, which I think is going to be a stretch for sure. But I'm going to go with the Patriots versus the Chiefs this week. I know that Patrick Mahomes is like on fire and he's doing great things. But I just have this thing that Cam Newton really is starting to feel that offense.
are you talking
Yeah.
straight
in
up?
England. Straight up.
You're
yeah,
going
I'm just
into
doing-
Arrowhead. Oh,
I'm going straight up.
Wow.
No
Makes me-
points,
makes
no
me-
nothing. Yeah, because points aren't going to really do it for me.
Yeah.
A win is a win.
I
That's
thought
right.
about that game quite a bit. Like, I actually kind of feel that Patriots could win the game. But I wasn't confident enough to put it down on my list today. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but I've also
Oh, yeah.
kind of had some weird picks too. I had the Colts beating the Bears. Colts are favored, but by 3 points. And honestly, neither team's very good. But the Colts look like they got a little bit of steam.
They do seem like they have some steam going on,
Sure.
I have the Ravens also versus, this is the super lock, I think, is Ravens versus Washington. I
Yeah.
think that's a complete no-brainer.
that's a 14-point spread.
Yeah, I mean, that's
You think they're going to cover that?
I think they'll cover that and probably more.
Well, here's a crazy little nugget. The Ravens have been, what is it? Double-digit favorites 36 times,
Whew.
and they've won every single one. Not by
Not covered.
not
but,
covered,
but won the
but
game.
they won the game. So
Right.
Yeah.
they're pretty much a lock to win that game.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
wouldn't be shocked.
Well, plus-
Look, this is the NFL. You never know. Like
Well, Chase Young
14
is out
points is a lot.
again.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
they
the
could
only
win
person that would've
by
hit all
4
of them.
touchdowns, and they're coming off a Monday Night loss. They're
That's
angry.
right. Oh,
They're
yeah.
angry.
Yeah, Washington Redskins.
They're traveling
is
what
not
30
looking
minutes
good
to
this
get to
week.
the stadium.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's not far travel.
Dwayne Haskins has 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He's just going to be running for his life the whole game.
I
So
can see that.
I see no more touchdowns for him this game and probably a couple more INTs for
Yeah.
sure. I also like Tampa Bay over the Chargers as well because Brady, as much as it pains me to say, it pains me, it does, because he's just so good, that he's actually really starting to gel with that team. And even without Chris Godwin, I don't think that's even going to be a factor that he's not playing. I think even without Godwin, who's great, they're going to do amazing things in this game.
Yeah, I think
Against another rookie
Had the
quarterback.
7-point spread, and you got
Gronkowski, I think he's ready for, whatever, to open it up.
no way.
Yes.
He's toast, buddy.
No.
Tampa Bay toast.
He's been blocking a lot.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah, I
blocking
know,
a
and
lot.
no.
that was a kiss of death when Arians might just be blowing smoke, He was like, he's doing a great job blocking.
I think
We don't throw to the tight
I
end in
don't
this
know.
offense.
Yeah. I think he's going to be as good as his Dorito commercial. I really
Wasn't
do.
it the Manscaped commercial? That was creepy as hell.
Oh, that was creepy.
Speaking of commercials, is this am I dreaming this or Bill Belichick doing Subway commercials?
And smiling.
Yes.
And smiling.
And smiling.
Yeah, I guess it's better than that Jared
Yeah,
dude.
he's a
Hey,
whole new man.
He's a whole new man.
He got rid of Brady. He was keeping
got
him down.
Cam.
Gronk was keeping him down. Like, I'm going to be a movie star.
That's right.
He doesn't eat Subway. He
No.
probably does, actually.
Well, he needs some new swag also. But
Yeah.
you think Cam is going to be able to influence his swag gear?
Maybe.
They win the Super Bowl. If they win the Super Bowl, Cam, you know what?
A polka
Oh,
dot
my
hoodie?
God. Me being a Bills fan, that would so
Sorry, I
suck.
don't want to go back to the
Oh, my
Jets, but-
God. Come on.
If it weren't for the Corona, I would have been at that game, tailgating with my buddies in L7. Shout out to you guys. That's what I miss most.
Yeah,
And the booing. I miss the booing.
sure.
Well, that's part of the whole experience, right?
Yeah,
That
booing,
booing.
beers, and
Yeah, at
tailgate.
least the fake sound of the Eagles, they programmed in plenty of booing.
See, Philadelphia got it right, yeah.
And the Eagles will play the 49ers. 49ers are pretty beat up, but I would probably say I think this is Carson Wentz's first win of the year.
Yeah. Is that one of your
That's
picks?
Wow.
It wasn't. It was actually it was a stretch option. I mean,
That's
my
fair,
stretch
yeah.
is the Lions over the Saints.
Sure.
Lions on the Saints, right?
But I also think Carson Wentz is ready for a win.
Yeah. What's the rest of your picks?
Let's see. I already did Colts Bears. Oh, this one's a shout out to my wife. I have the Vikings beating the Texans,
Wow.
and
Go
part of
Vikes.
that has to go to this is.
Sundays.
I've been in a little match with Phil here. We play each other in our fantasy league.
Yep.
I'm supposed to win by, what, 120 to 108?
I'm supposed to get smoked today.
But see, he lost his quarterback. And so what did I see when he lost his quarterback? To a fake bye week, by the way.
Yeah, that's
I decided to drop Jimmy G off on my bench.
right.
And you know, say, hey, Phil, you need to pick up a quarterback. I didn't mention that I picked up the only other good quarterback available in Burrows. And who did I leave you? What sort of garbage did I leave you?
You left me, I think, Minshew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's my
Oh my
option.
God!
Oh
Come
my
on!
So
He
here's
has
my
the-
thing.
It was
That's
all
why
about
I'm
the
lying.
stash. I
Get
had
on
to
the
go
phone.
with the
Get on the
stash.
phone with Gardner. Like, hey, Gardner, I got something for you.
Oh, I got
right.
something for
No
you.
respect.
Because of my pick here of Vikings over Texans, I'm doing this. I'm going to go ahead and bench Deshaun Watson, and I'm going to start Joe Burrow against you.
Wow.
Really? Whoa. This
Take
sounds
it.
like an
I like it.
extra little side bet that has to happen here.
Can fantasy coaches get fired?
They can be.
I should have been kicked off when I took 2 kickers, so, you know, whatever. Dave Scheckman, you asshole.
So we'll check that. We'll have Brian out. We'll check in, next week and
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
see,
this
have
ought to
a
be-
little
you guys
talking
should
see
point
how
on
that
it, see
goes.
how that works out.
We'll think of maybe you guys should do a bet during the week,
Yeah, I think that's a good
Do
idea.
something.
That's right.
So let's finish up picks. I do want to talk a little bit about this game that got moved because it was really smart. But let's finish up picks. What do you got?
Yeah.
For me?
My first and foremost is Seahawks over Miami.
Yeah.
I think that's almost a guarantee win. You know.
Russell's on fire. So.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah.
14 touchdowns in the first 3 weeks.
And
That's
so you
most
think he's
credible.
MVP, right?
Yes.
Right now.
So, but Josh Allen went from 30-1 to 15-1 to get MVP this year based on last week's slug match. So,
Yeah.
Double
Josh
the
Allen
You know,
might actually.
someone has to be salutatorian.
Hey, whatever.
You know, it happens. and I also agree with Phil. The Ravens over the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you mean that Washington team?
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Washington.
Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry.
I say the
Sorry.
Cleveland Baseball Club.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Thank you,
I
Chris
can't
Lynch.
help myself. I can't call them that. It's all whatever. It's all good. And the long shot, the Bills on the road
Yeah.
against the Raiders. You know.
And what's the
Bills
odds
don't-
on that one?
I
Bills
think
are
right
given
now the
3.
Bills are +3.
Yeah, that sounds right. I
Yeah,
didn't
they are. They're
jot
plus
it
three.
down.
They're given
But-
points.
Oh, they're -3.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they're favored.
yeah.
Long
In
shot.
Vegas. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, they don't play well on the road. They
Yeah.
really don't. Maybe this
Well-
year they do, but well, they did
Maybe
play well on the
Vegas.
road because they did beat the Jets
Yeah.
in MetLife.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my
like they're
long
home
shot.
away from
You know,
home.
and go Bills because I'm not going to give up on them ever.
Craig, I heard you have some
No.
picks.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit about the picks this week. 'Cause I'm still in mourning,
It's in morning.
but I will give a couple. I like what was that one I was looking at? Cowboys over the Browns.
The Browns.
Sorry about
You
that.
are cute.
And you're taking the Colts over the Bears, and the Bears are at home getting points, and everyone's forgetting about the Frank and Foles connection.
Yeah.
The Frank Reich and Nick
Oh,
Foles.
yeah.
That's what won the Super Bowl, and,
Yeah.
and they just came back and had a brilliant comeback against the Falcons, who
Well, and Jimmy Graham's what? He's the
he-
top tight end
I
in
was
the
just
league.
gonna say Jimmy Graham. If you're looking for one of those sneaky tight end plays, like I know people still don't believe because he's had like 4
targets.
straight years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Red zone targets, man, and
7
the Eagles.
targets
The
and
Eagles
3 from Foles already.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
tells you how long has Foles been playing?
Yeah, right, for
and
a
the
long
Eagles,
time.
Eagles gave up 3 touchdowns, or they've already given up 4 touchdowns to tight ends.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, albeit 3 in one game to Tyler Higbee, but I don't know.
It sounds like another game to watch for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then, as long as the Patriots and Bills lose, I'm happy.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So I think you actually won last week with our picks.
Yeah, you did.
I
you
think
got all
I
3,
did.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how
I got 2,
that's how it is.
3.
Yeah, well, you get the Clever Plum Award for last week.
This is
A
perfect.
gold wrench.
A gold wrench.
Yes.
There's a big story behind this, everybody, but we'll keep it in.
I don't know what
That-
you're
that's
talking
in-house.
about.
Oh,
I
the-
guess I wasn't paying attention during the production
Clever-
meeting.
Yeah,
Clever
right.
Plum?
But there is a
Well-
Clever Plum Award every week.
I'll
and Phil
hold
got
on to
a,
it, and then if someone is able to take it
So
away, they'll get this
Maybe,
next
maybe
week.
I'll actually try a little bit harder with my picks.
Yes.
Yes.
How do you
This is solid gold.
how do you
right
decide
here.
who wins?
Well, he went 4-0.
Oh, I only
Or
made
3-0.
picks.
Yeah. You got
I
to
should
make more picks.
All right, what if I
It's
make
3
16?
He
and I
did
get more
3, but he
reps?
went
Then you'll be
3-0.
0-16.
Yeah, exactly. I totally blew it for you guys last week. Don't listen. I'm a Jets fan. What do I know about football?
But yeah,
That's right.
I picked the Falcons straight up, lost.
Yeah.
I picked the Eagles straight up, lost. My stretch of the Giants, lost. I did get the Steelers, but I'm living in the past.
Right.
Let's look to the future.
Yeah.
Real quick thought, though, about this bye week with the COVID. I think the league got really lucky because you have the Titans and Steelers are able to play now in week 7, which would have been the Titans bye week. And because the Steelers and Ravens were playing that week and they had a bye the following, they moved to week 8.
That's exactly
Really
right.
convenient. What happens when a team goes down after their bye week?
Yeah.
Does anybody have an idea how this is going to work?
No, I don't
No.
know.
You
And
can't
that's-
double head.
This
No,
can't.
not at all.
You can't in football. You do Sunday and Thursday, but that's about it. I mean, unless they say, okay, you can have 2 full teams. You know, like
Yeah.
2 Monday night games
Yeah.
or
I mean,
Well,
'cause
that's what
this-
they were going to play
this
a
is not
Monday
gonna be
afternoon game, I believe, right?
They thought about it.
Yeah.
But they weren't
But there were more
ready
Titans
facilities.
that
They're
tested
still getting-
positive. So
right.
that's
2
gonna
more
be,
guys.
That's going to be another
Well,
day
you were
away.
talking during production meeting. We were talking about some of these COVID numbers. What are we up to now?
the COVID numbers on that team, just for player wise, is 7. On there is 7 people now that are players that are affected. Not
And
including
two
coaches.
executives.
You know, no, I said including them. I think it's like
Yeah.
13.
Wow.
So it's
it's
and
all-
one guy from the practice squad who just got promoted up
See,
also.
it's, you know what? It's
Even
those
him.
guys. It's the rookies and the guys who
They're
can't.
like
They don't have
sailors.
control. They just want yes.
They go in the port and they get COVID, and then they go.
Yeah.
They get
That's
other
it.
things too.
Yeah.
And then they become president.
It's the adults.
Oh yeah, like he ever studied military.
It's the guys who've been around the league who don't go out and party. They get it. It's all these. Every time I see it, it's a rookie or a practice squad guy or all the guys in college. I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, just
Just bear down, right?
But
Like,
let's
knowing
give a
me,
shout
yeah.
out to the NHL for actually pulling off the bubble. NBA's done
Yeah.
a great job.
They have.
Speaking of which, Tampa Bay did get their Stanley Cup on a Monday night, and I mean, the ratings were pretty rough. But look at Game 1 of the NBA Finals, the
Sure.
worst rating since 1988.
Wow. Who played in 1988, actually?
I don't know. I would have to.
Wow.
I don't know.
I do know this. But
Oh.
I won't have awkward silence by thinking of it.
Yeah.
Come to me.
You were 14.
But they did pull it off.
Yeah.
I guess the
I
NFL
would
could
admit.
have probably done a bubble, right? I imagine. But it would have been difficult.
No,
I just
too
don't-
difficult.
I just don't know how if this is going to be the only game that gets this happens to. Are we going to have a full season?
Yeah.
If not,
Well-
does Adam Gase get to keep his job because
No.
he
Yeah.
only lost 4 or 5 games?
Speaking of
He'd
funny
still be
bubble
0 whatever.
Yeah,
though.
right? This is
a great bubble situation is showing up now. So the Yankees are going to be playing the Rays in the opening division series. They have to share a hotel.
Oh.
They have only thing they can do for fun is there's an outdoor accommodations area,
Is that what they call it?
and
yeah.
these teams
It's
don't
called
like
the
each
pool.
other.
It's called the pool bar.
Yeah, and you think there's going to be any black guys? I mean, let's be honest. These teams do not like each other.
They're going to be.
The Yankees are a bunch of schoolboys. Like they ain't going to get in any trouble, but the Rays aren't.
That's right.
And they're coming off of a city that's high on a win. So
Blake Snell Monday night's going to be a big shiner when Aaron Judge pops him in the head.
yeah.
Bang.
Today. It's going down today. No. Just stay in your hotel room.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Then don't spread.
Yeah.
Because that's a serious thing. And if these guys, as Tennessee, if they actually don't make it to next week, which would be playing against the Bills,
That's right.
like we talked earlier. That's going to be a serious ripple effect all the way down with scheduling.
All the way
It'll
down.
be a
I think
nightmare
at one point
if they
a
don't get to
team
play the
needs to
Bills.
take personal
Yeah.
responsibility and call a forfeit. And it's gonna
Keep
it's
it
gonna be.
rolling.
Oh, so the Bills would be 5-0 by then. That's awesome.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I don't. Just saying.
You know, before I get off my high horse, I was super bummed to see the Indians lose in just the worst fashion possible against the Yankees.
Oh.
So Shane Bieber comes in hot, had given up, 14 runs all season, and gave up fucking 7 in game 1 against the Yankees. Like, what happened? And then you go into the game 2, and the Yankees just trounced them again. Well, it took to the 9th inning, but they trounced them.
Home field advantage. All that pumped in crowd noise.
Anyways,
Oh, that pumped it.
I'm
That's
wearing my
what it was.
Manningly today because,
Nice.
as I've
Appreciate
said, as soon as my Cleveland guys are down, I go right back to my default. One
I'm gonna
last
take. Can
Cleveland
I just take a picture of you with this?
Please
on?
do.
This is
and
very.
not
This
forget,
is
this
important.
guy also coaches for another playoff team.
Yeah.
So this might be a World Series jersey in a couple
It
couple
could be.
days.
Oh yeah, this is
Sell
classic.
that.
Thank
Last
you.
little bit, the Browns play the Cowboys this week. The last time the Browns beat the Cowboys, 1994. So I'm hoping, baby. I'm hoping.
26 years, huh?
Wow.
Wow.
That's
I
been a
wasn't
while.
even born.
36.
I
94 or 84?
94. God, 84.
But
I
yeah,
think this new headpiece is messing with me.
have you guys?
It's sharp though. I like this. Like,
Yeah, right.
wow,
It's legit.
Yeah, I feel like.
Have you
know.
have you guys ever heard this sports quote? And if you have, tell me who said it. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up.
That would be my 10th grade social studies teacher, Mr. Smith.
What do you think,
Mr. Jones for me.
Yeah, right.
I was reading through your notes earlier,
Yeah,
so I do know the answer. But
So go ahead.
It was Lombardi, right?
Correct. Which leads me to another segment, maybe, that we can move on. What was your favorite sports movie you've ever seen? And it doesn't have to be a movie. It could just be an episode of something.
All right. I struggled with this one because I was thinking about, like, come on, I'm from the era where The Sandlot was, like, the movie that every kid of my age, I'm 36.
I was going to say, I was in
but what
bars.
actually touched me, what actually, like, stuck with me was A League of Their Own. I really just think that drunk Tom Hanks inspired me. I mean, the baseball was cool.
great.
Yeah.
He drank so much. I just have always wanted to be.
Peekskill Parks. That's when
Yeah,
they showed up.
that's
that
right,
was
from
the shirt.
Peekskill.
Yeah, that's
and
the shirt
actually, they
had.
just showed it on like an
On the
outdoor
screen
movie
down
screen
at-
out by the Peekskill coffee house.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to see that again. I haven't seen
Yeah,
that in so
it's
long.
very cool.
That's that's the thing. I went back and watched Sandlot like 2 days after the opening day. I don't know what mine would be. I've like there's like Kevin Costner's in like 30 sports movies.
Yeah.
He is.
Like Bull
He
Durham,
is.
I could always watch. Major League for baseball movies, I think.
Yeah. Or Field of
Field of
Dreams.
Dreams.
Kingpin for
Kingpin,
bowling.
but
Bloodsport
yeah, right.
with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Isn't that starring
So-
Chris Lynch?
That's right.
That was
That's
starring
right.
Chris Lynch in that one.
That's right.
This guy's on that show more than us.
He's a guy, yeah.
Oh
We're
yeah.
gonna start to think he's a myth.
Yeah, actually, mine is Field of Dreams. Speaking of Kevin
That's a
Costner,
great movie.
Because, dude, if you don't cry when he says, "Dad, can we have a catch?" You're not a man.
Jack's getting a little bit
Yeah.
emotional.
Getting me
Just
right
Come on.
talk
That
about
is
it.
the best line in any sports movie,
Take your Celtics away, buddy.
right?
Wow.
Plus, James Earl Jones has the best voice of anyone for this
Darth
movie.
Vader. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, and he, come on, he goes into the cornfield. Come on,
Children of the Corn.
yeah.
Well, speaking of James Earl Jones, I think mine actually might be, and it's been a while since I've seen this, is Bingo Long's Traveling All-Stars in Motorcade. That's one of the best
What?
sports movies ever.
I'm gonna have to look that
I
I
up.
mean, I know it, but
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of it?
Bingo Long's Traveling All-Stars in Motorcade.
What's it about?
Oh, it's a traveling baseball team, all-black team.
The main player's name
Okay.
is Gumbo, I hear.
Wow, Gumbo or Gumbo?
Yeah.
Gumbo.
Starring
Oh,
Billy
Gumbo.
D. Williams, isn't it? Great
No
movie.
way, I haven't seen that.
Check it out. I'll show you after this.
Yeah, you have to.
Sports,
yeah.
you know, I always
Let's go
find
deep.
sports movies tough. Like
Let's go deep.
because I watch sports played my whole life, and then I see like Varsity Blues. I'm like, that wouldn't happen. That doesn't happen. That guy would have been tackled in like a second. He doesn't have
Yeah,
that
right?
much time. To
Well, that guy would have been in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hospital.
yeah.
He got hit so hard.
Yeah, like Karate Kid. Come
No.
on, no hits to the face. What does Daniel LaRusso do? Boom, he wins the crane technique with a hit to the face.
In the face.
Acted like Chris Lynch again.
There it is. There's that guy, Chris
If
Lynch.
there was one other one I'd throw out there, it's just the Simpsons softball episode. It's a classic.
Oh, that's a great episode.
They should play
Yeah.
it every year at the beginning of the season. It's just
Absolutely.
classic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then Dancing Homer wasn't half bad either.
No,
Yeah.
that was when he like went on the hunger strike.
No, Dancing Homer was when he was the mascot for Capital City.
Yeah, oh, okay. I was thinking
see,
the
I'm gonna have to write
Albuquerque
that down.
Isotopes.
Yeah, right.
That's a good one.
Maybe
yeah.
Remember that.
And the Hoosiers.
Oh, great.
Come on.
Hoosiers.
So I went to Ball State for
That
grad
wouldn't
school. They talk about Hoosiers like that's like their Bible out there, other
Yeah.
than their Bible, which is I guess their main
Sure.
Bible, but their second Bible.
Well, they're in the Bible Belt. Come on.
Happy Gilmore.
Wow.
That's Jack on the
That's
court.
that
Speaking of which, we have a little golf happening. Is it this week or next week?
I think next
The
week.
15th?
The Masters.
Okay. Oh no, us.
Oh, us. Oh,
yeah.
we do.
Oh, yeah, we
on the
play.
15th.
We're playing at Garrison, which
That's
is
the Clever
one of the
Plum
toughest courses.
Yeah.
Nationals.
Yes.
We'll report those scores in that action. I'll have
yeah.
some video.
I'm keeping Brian's score.
You're gonna add an extra stroke.
Scorecard. One
You
little
can look at
announcement
that
though
scorecard.
about Garrison is I heard that the front nine's going to be closed next summer.
Yeah.
So
I
Why?
think they
Like
sold
a little
it.
construction or?
No,
No.
they're turning it over to a Shakespeare company to have a place to operate
Outdoor theater, I
outdoor
think.
theater.
Yeah.
Like basketball or?
Yeah,
like
kind-
that
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
Hey, that is a large space for.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing the back nine.
Back nine.
Oh,
Well,
that's
At least
Wow,
the
that's
10th hole's your best view of West Point.
Shakespeare, he wrote long, whatever.
Shakespeare. I'll take
Come on,
you, closest to the pin,
All
Shakespeare.
right, Shakespeare, scram. I'd rather play golf.
Yeah, all those dorks are going to be in the woods collecting golf balls anyways.
Yeah,
and
right.
I was a theater dork, so I'm allowed to say that.
Selling
Yeah,
$3 for $1.
That's right.
All right, so what are some of our bigger storylines? Actually, what's up with your shirt? It's pink.
Oh, it is pink.
It is.
Well, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October is the month of breast cancer awareness, which is, awareness and heightened awareness, obviously, for those that suffer from breast cancer or lost loved ones due to breast cancer. So, one good organization is always the American Cancer Society, which you can always make donations to, and I encourage you guys to do so. And this is on one of the shirts from one of our Peekskill Mug guys that actually designs these shirts. So this is one that's, as you can see, it's 11:59, and you see a bunch of mugs outside waiting for their favorite bar to open, which opens at noon.
I think it's
Classic.
our production assistant who makes those.
Yes, this is
TW
TW in the back.
What's
Shout
up,
out to
T?
T-Dubs.
Shout out.
In the coming weeks, we'll have other products that are designed by TW, one of our Peekskill Mug guys. But this one I wanted to wear to show some heightened support and awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month of October.
Excellent.
Good.
That's perfect, man.
Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
really is.
So cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
To 11:59
So 11:59 indeed.
11:59.
and Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
I mean, what are some of our other storylines this week, though? We have college football's kicking off. You have some good games with Auburn and Georgia, and Texas A&M and Alabama.
That's right. By the time you guys are going to see this, though,
Alabama will have lost.
Yes.
they're filming
Texas
Saturday
A&M.
because Mark has a ton of work to do to make us look good. It's
Yeah.
simple as that.
Who's Syracuse play this week? Duke? Do you guys even care?
The only team around here I care about is Army. And I watch them
And we
every
can't go
week
to
I
a game
can.
this year. The cadets are in. That's kind of cool. I watched
Yeah.
a couple on TV.
Oh, so they only let the cadets in.
So
That's
far, I've
it.
only
Yeah.
seen
They should.
cadets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bubble of its own.
Right.
That's right.
Great tailgates.
But no tailgating at all, so it's completely
Nah.
closed to the
You know,
public,
we
I
could
guess.
always
Yeah.
tailgate at
At the risk of
Carport. Oh, that's
Yes,
a great time.
absolutely.
That's always a great that's
That's
a
the
great
perfect tailgate. Come on.
So who?
Speaking of-
This Auburn and Georgia game that was
That's
pretty
right.
interesting, and you probably have the most insight on it. Auburn's number 7, I think.
Yeah. This is a tough one because I did, I lived in Alabama, went to grad school in Tuscaloosa, so you just naturally, and that's when they were actually bad. I used to see these guys walking around like, oh, these guys went 3-9 last year. But see, the tough one is, as an Alabama fan, you just don't want Auburn to win. So I think Georgia's a really good team, and they're, if they keep winning, they're going to stay in the top 4. They're not going to come out with the college football rankings until, what did I see, around Thanksgiving, like
Yeah.
November?
Is that
So-
typical? Is it
No, it's usually
earlier,
Big Ten
right?
week
doesn't even
6.
start for a couple
So
more
right
weeks.
now they
Right.
probably 2 weeks they'd probably be doing it. I think after 6 games or whatever. But who knows? Like we've seen already, this college football season, Oklahoma
It's
Yeah.
trash.
already lost, LSU lost, and if LSU can get its way back in to like the top 4, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Well, so this morning I get a text from my buddy Benji. He was a BYU grad, and we always bullshit about BYU. BYU's an interesting football team, and they're having a hell of a season. In fact, I think they're ranked around 13th. And he writes me, he's like, and Ohio State's 6th. They haven't even
Wow.
played a damn game.
Yeah.
Believe me, he didn't swear. He's a BYU kid. He did not
Yeah, right.
He doesn't drink either.
But at the end of the day, he's right. If you're not playing a game, how do you maintain a ranking? This is
that doesn't make any sense.
And that's why the fact that the college football playoff numbers don't come out till at least the Big Ten and the Pac-12 are back out. And then the MAC plays, because Kent State, they're going to national champions this year. Whatever, Brian, shut up.
You never know. They may.
They very well may. I wanted to touch a little bit about the Major League Baseball MVP trophies. So they're going to be different this year. And they're pulling the name of Judge Kenshaw Mountain Landis off of the MVP trophies. And so I looked into it. And the fact was, not to bring up Chris Lynch again, but this is another one of those kind of culture things where we look back at baseball when it came out, and there's no black players. And this guy was actually one of the big reasons there wasn't. Yeah. And so this year they're going to remove his name from the MVP awards. And then they're going to consider it going forward. But you know what? Yeah. I say beat it.
Yeah,
Scram.
I say that.
Scram.
Talk to the shirt.
Yeah, it is.
Scram.
Talk to the shirt.
And final baseball note on my part is the Padres advanced. Their first time to win a playoff game since, 22 years. So
22.
So it's almost
98. Wow.
The Browns haven't beat the Cowboys in even longer. But, at least the Padres made it somewhere. Maybe they'll get that little quarter or that little pitcher they got from the Cleveland Baseball Club to actually play a game.
Wow, you got that out. You got that out, Brian.
The Padres
Baseball Club. That's a lot,
right?
That 1998 season, they went to the World Series and we were just like, by the Yankees, bye-bye. You won your playoff series. Now beat it. Get out of New York.
Don't come back.
Go back to San Diego with your avocados and burritos. Get out of here.
Right. Once again, talk to the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Avocados and burritos sound pretty good.
Actually,
they do.
What?
I don't care about the NFL on Sundays. It's National Taco Day, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
wow. Man. Come on.
So we got to go hit Rubens.
Well, no, we got to hit up Moe's.
Oh,
Your favorite burrito place is the PEEKSKILLMUGS.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Got to go to Moe's.
Got to go to
Welcome
Moe's.
to Moe's.
No, Rubens, man. I went there the other night. Man,
and not Modell's.
But I ordered completely different. I went off the grid and just got stuff I hadn't gotten before.
Oh, yeah.
A couple margaritas.
Rubens is a great place in town, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Rubens Mexican
Peekskill.
Cafe
Rubens.
in Peekskill, New York.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
You can put a hurt on you, that's for sure. Not just your wallet.
Yeah, right. That's
It's like, that tequila, there's probably like 5 shots of tequila and like a 10-ounce margarita.
That is the biggest margarita I ever
the
drank.
fishbowl thing?
Yes. And I had 3 of them. What?
I don't know. Do you guys have much else? I have a couple last notes. The Heat and Lakers. The Lakers are now up 2-0 after beating the Heat last night. We're hoping that the Heat they need to win 1 or 2 games so that Craig can go camping next weekend.
They need to win 1.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And then just to throw it out, we don't cover it at all very often, but the WNBA is in their finals. And last night, the Seattle Storm won 93-80 over Vegas. So they're up 1-0.
And those games go undetected a lot because they're very competitive.
They're very competitive,
But
they're playing in the worst bubble. Like the worst bubble. It's a creep show. Like they're in a black room.
Yeah. Really, I have to see how
Sue Bird dropped 16 assists, most ever in a WNBA Finals game. She had like 10 assists in the first quarter or something like that.
I love the shit that you know.
16.
That's amazing.
Did I mention the ratings for the Heat Lakers?
Yeah,
I did earlier. Okay, because that really freaks me out. We have a lot of sports going on, but they have the worst ratings ever. And it's not like it's like a team that people hate. Well, yeah.
Well, that's it. I think the Heat. Watch for the Heat. Like Jimmy Butler, he's a great player, and then they have a bunch of guys who came out of nowhere. They're like started at Division III, didn't get drafted, and they're in the finals. They just
that should be exciting. More reasons to watch it, but it just doesn't translate.
But it's not. AD and LeBron look a little too
they had a
comfortable
nice
together. LeBron
nice
misses another triple-double by 1 rebound, 1 assist.
Wow, that's amazing. So.
Yeah, I think
might be a wrap.
I need a refill. So.
Me too, actually. Yeah, I do need a beer.
Yeah, looking a little at the bottom right there.
Anyways,
I like how he ended.
Yeah, right. Happy trails.
Yeah.
PEEKSKILL followers. PEEKSKILL mug followers.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Be good.
And again,
thanks
to Mark Buckland and T.W. Pierce and the PEEKSKILL Brewery for having us again. And we'll see you guys real soon.
That's right.
Peace,
Peace, love, and respect,
Have a great
baby.
week.
There we go. Cheers.